Hey, welcome to sort of Beers, Jack of Barbecue. Check out the comparison we did with these meat probes. Hey, I'm Craig, the man behind the camera's Jack. Check it out. Got two instant read meat probes here. One from ChefsTemp, one from ThermoWorks, the MK4, and this ChefsTemp X10. ChefsTemp X10. ChefsTemp reached out to us, did send us this temperature probe, and asked us to do a comparison against the ThermoWorks MK4. So what we're going to do here after the intro is kind of take it out of the box, show you the packaging, show you what it was, show you some of the features, and we'll show you that after the intro. All right, so took it out of the packaging. Here they are. Both nice units. Both feel pretty good in the hand. The packaging itself, they both come with booklets explaining more about it, different things about each one. Both very similar that way. Packaging itself, both windowed cartons. Personally, I think the ChefsTemp put a little bit more into their carton. They added a few features. I'm actually in the printing world, so this may not mean much to too many people, but it does to me. They have some features on here that are actually relatively cheap to add to packaging without adding a whole lot of cost. But it definitely brings your eye to the shelf seeing these hang next to each other, in my opinion. So here they're both units. Both probes, of course, open up. Both read, correct reading. Turn them both over. They both read that way as well. The one feature this one has, if you actually turn it this way, it actually will change the long way. Personally, on my glasses, I can still see that number, but it's a little bit less. This one here, is real bright, and no matter which way you turn it, I don't think it's going to be any issue going that way. So, pretty much like I said, what this one has, almost up to a full 180. Will auto, go to sleep and then pick up on motion. It does have a light, so if I cover the sensor, you probably can't see it on camera here, but the light does light up. The ChefsTemp, actually the nice thing, one of the things I really like about this product so far already was the fact that this actually does a 270. So instead of just a 180, so if I'm doing something and, for me, I'm showing it to the camera, or depending on the angle I'm at, showing the camera that way, do it this way, and now I'm seeing what that temperature is, like I said. So depending righty, lefty, how you use it, can be done either way. The other nice feature, this one has a magnet. My so-called stainless steel table here has a little magnetic attachment to it. Again, not huge to everybody, but I like it. This one is not. I know a case comes with the MK4, or you can't get a case for the MK4 that has a magnet, but other grills, certain grills I have metal tables, and instead of having this lay on the table, I like to stick it to the side of the metal table, so it's out of the way, but it's there if I need it. The other thing is this has a hold button, so not something I use a feature of, but I did read about what this does is, you're in an oven, you're reaching in there to get a temperature, you're trying to get the perfect thing and maybe get the perfect angle on it, but you hit the hold button, you bring it out, you can read the temperature when it comes out. Again, not something I really use a whole lot of, but it's a nice feature if it's there if you want it. So, like I said, both feel good in the hand. Like I said in the beginning, couldn't really tell which one I like better in the hand, but they both feel nice. Both waterproof, both read about 2 to 3 seconds, which you'll see as we go forward here. We're actually doing a cook tonight, going to show you doing some steaks. I always use these temperature probes for final readings or final readings before a sear. I always have a leave-in thermometer in there, but I always want to verify that temperature before I go searing it off. Or when I finish, say, chicken, I'm going to make sure that's at the temperature I need to be finished. So, going to show it to you being used, and hope you like what you're seeing. All right, so let's see what it reads here. So we're shooting for about 110, and see how fast they went. So pretty nice. One's reading 110, 109. So I think that's pretty nice, pretty good comparison. Both about the same. Speed-wise, it almost seemed like both almost identical. I know it's 2 to 3 seconds for this, so both identical. So I think that reading was pretty good. All right, so we got a glass filled with ice. Got ice water in there. It's not the filter distilled or anything, so it could be a little bit different in readings, just because it's basically right out of our fridge, and we have well water here. So here's what it comes down to. So it looks like the MK4 went a little bit quicker, down to 32. The other one, like I said, it did get down there to like 32.8, 32.9 when I tested before. And I know it's a plus or minus 1 degree type scenario, so I think that's going to be fine the way it is right there. All right, so you saw me putting them both together and trying to get a reading, and then the ChefsTemp was reading like 1 degree off, which I thought was odd because when I tested before it was just right. For whatever reason, when I do it by itself, I'm down there 32.1, 32.3. Now, again, we'll do this by itself too, just to show the comparison. At 32 as well. So, not sure why when they were both right next to each other and together that it wasn't reading that same thing. But again, right down at 32. So, just wanted to show you that because I thought it was odd because I said when I tested before, I thought everything worked. Just so you know, the light doesn't normally come on both of them. With the lights on with the cameras, it was acting a little bit different, but just so you know, that they both work that way too. So just wanted to show you that again. So it's just starting to boil. Kind of a little bit different. We're trying to do it outside here to show you everything. Again, it looks to be right there within 1 degree of each other. So again, I think, like I said, right there. And when I'm doing steak, I'm looking for 1 to 2 degrees. I'm not too concerned about, but they both seem to be right around that same place. So here we are, kind of the end of this comparison. Saw we tried some different things. I did try the boiling water one, and again, it's not boiling, so they both were showing about the same as they were together. Don't know why with the ice test that it didn't, when they were together, it didn't show them exactly the same, or before, but doing them separately, it did. Not sure why that happened, but overall, like I said, I'm not trying to knock the ThermoWorks MK4 here at all. Great probe, does everything you need it to do. The ChefsTemp though is just, just does a little bit more, in my opinion, as far as for what I use it for. So I like the magnetic part. I don't necessarily won't use the whole, but it's there, and I do understand it more now than I did before for other ones. I do like the screen. Like I said, both read fine. There's no issue that way. Both read very quick. No issue that way. But for the price tag, again, right now this one's cheaper because they're discontinuing it. But for the ThermoWorks one, that reads a little bit quicker. But for me, I'm not sure how much quicker I need it to read than 2 to 3 seconds. I think that's fast enough for me. And the price tag. So, well, if you want to spend that extra money, have at it. But if you want a good, and it feels quality, like I said, you could tell holding each of them, I didn't have a preference, I don't think. I liked the way they both felt. The biggest thing for me with this, the ChefsTemp, is I like this feature. I just like the way you can go any angle. I have other ones in the house as well that I use, and you've seen them on the channel. They don't do that as well. So that, to me, was, really helps me as far as that, and the price tag. So, like I said, I kind of am a hoarder of probes. I have a lot of them. And I like a lot of them. I use a lot of them. Different cooks, I get different ones out depending on what I feel like each day. But definitely this is going to be my go-to going forward. You'll see it on future cooks. We always shoot ahead, so there's multiple things we have that are already shot. But going forward, you'll see us using this final temperature, or right before sear, I check temperature. You'll see that all the time using this. So, yeah, kind of nice comparison. So hopefully you liked our comparison here. Hopefully it helps you depending on what you like to do. And part of our YouTube channel. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe to our channel, click the little bell notifications, and we'll see you next time.